Hello, this is a report from my consultancy, Innovate, for and in behalf of the Scott McFarland State Farm Insurance Agency located here in Laramie, Wyoming. The agency's unique mission is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. The agency and agent are a well-known and respected pillar of the community, especially among the local business owners here in Laramie. The Scott McFarland State Farm brand is depended on by many to answer questions about policies, coverage, and to be prepared to give financial advice generally, as well as to be reachable and reliable in times of trouble or crisis. My name is Parker Lodgy. I'm the creative director of Innovate, and my mission is to offer creative solutions to marketing problems specific to each client and to add value to every client's brand. In conjunction with the agency, we've created several important marketing goals. Goals to achieve over short, medium, and long-term periods include increasing social media following among all demographics, as well as the number of reviews on Google and Facebook. Continuing to be a pillar in the Laramie, Wyoming community of business owners, enhancing Scott's brand of being reliable and reachable during times of trouble, and to reach out into the college student market for newer and younger business. Before we dive into those specific marketing recommendations that align with our goals, I'd like to share some interesting findings from an insurance preferences survey that I've conducted amongst University of Wyoming students. 55 students currently enrolled in the University of Wyoming participated in an anonymous survey designed to increase understanding of their insurance preferences and utilize those preferences in future marketing practices. Our demographics include that 58% of the respondents were college of business students. Other majors were engineering, nursing, education, and music, and 58% of our respondents were women, while 30 were men. 1% selected that they identified as a other. The following includes some interesting statistical data that I was able to extrapolate from the survey, and the rest of the survey is located within the final marketing plan if you're interested in reviewing some of the other findings that we discovered. Most students, unsurprisingly, we found were still insured through their parents, but we did see that there is a significant positive correlation between being insured through your parents and overall insurance satisfaction. So it's recommended in marketing materials that we direct that attention towards parents of college-age students or to a current State Farm client with a child that's about to turn 26, which is the normal cutoff area, because we see that satisfaction kind of correlates with that sort of lineage with parents. It's important that that family kind of value retains in future marketing materials. Furthermore, we see that there still is a student market for insurance for people to come over and get their own kinds of insurance, people that can be targeted. 19% indicated having at least one kind of insurance, even those that indicated that they were not on their parents' plan. Furthermore, we saw the importance of insurance amongst these college students and how important they feel it is. An independent samples t-test was used to determine if there was a significant difference between genders on feelings of importance, which you can see that health and auto ranked extremely important, and also no student indicated that they felt insurance wasn't important at all. We took that data, we tried to figure out if there was a difference in genders, and we did see that there was a significant statistical difference between how important females view health insurance to men. They think it's more important. That was an interesting finding that I wanted to share. We also saw in that survey that when respondents were asked whether they would prefer to purchase insurance for the first time through visiting an office or doing it entirely online, overwhelmingly, they said they would prefer to visit an office. So it's a recommendation based off of that in marketing materials, we look for inviting people to come to the office, that they know that they can have a face-to-face with an agent. Now, as we discussed, based on that survey and other marketing research that we've conducted, I'd like to present some marketing recommendations for this agency. These recommendations, as mentioned earlier in the goals, come with timelines. Short-term to reflect 3 months or less, medium-term recommendations to reflect 3 months to 1 year, and long-term recommendations, meaning that They may happen only once a year, or it might take longer than 1 year to bring about. Starting with our short-term recommendations, it's recommended that the agency create a Twitter and an Instagram account posting financial tips, stories, reviews, and staff introductions every week. The agency does have a Facebook page, but it's not particularly active. Part of this goal is increasing posting to that Facebook, as well as a newly created Twitter and Instagram account, and those can all be linked and synced up together to post at the same time. Some of the material that we recommend posted: corporate State Farm produces what are called simple insights that are posted to pretty much every agent's website. That would be a great thing to post as those come out, as they're updated by corporate State Farm. And this is a template of what that might look like. One of these was for preparing your babysitter for emergencies. Just simple advice that people expect from a State Farm agent. We also have maybe staff introductions. We saw from the college survey that students enjoy a face-to-face opportunity. So increasing the personality of the office and promoting it via social media would be a great way to get people to feel more comfortable with coming in. We have versions for the man himself, Scott McFarland, as well as templates for other team members. Another short-term recommendation is to update and send out direct marketing materials like postcards and business cards that Innovate has created. We've designed new direct marketing materials in the form of postcards, kind of like the one up here, that really focuses on the Laramie experience. A local resident would see this postcard and think, know that they recognize it and see that it was a part of State Farm. Other designs were created, front and back, customizable, interchangeable, a lot of them, and they can all be viewed in the final marketing report. These are two examples of a front and a back of a postcard. Business cards were also created. These range from more traditional to new and sort of exciting. I personally like the howdy neighbor with the QR code and the State Farm logo on the back. I think that one's a fun sort of Wyoming reference, and could just be a fun thing to pass out to people on the street, or people that you meet, or people that just come into the agency. Another short-term recommendation is we've updated some local newspaper ads as well as banner ads that can be printed as well as be promoted digitally. It's a good thing to always have those ads fresh and new. Loyal readers to the Laramie Boomerang that ad that's in there all the time might become invisible over time. So increasing the diversity of ads within that paper can be a good way of staying fresh, catching the eye of an avid reader, as well as attracting new readers and new business. This particular ad reflects the business mission, as well as has all the information relevant to contacting the business or finding a quote. The medium-term recommendations that are from about 3 months to 1 year include boosting positive Google and Facebook reviews to over 100. This recommendation comes in the form of a goal. Consumer checking online to see how well reviewed a business is huge part of doing business nowadays. The Scott McFarland agency currently has 18 Google reviews, and they're extremely positive. And so I think working towards finding more of those on there could be a good way. So how do we do that? We want to check online reviews as one of the first things that the staff and the agent should do, try to respond to positive reviews. But also what can be done is posting those reviews on Facebook, those positive reviews, following up with a positive message. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate doing business with you, things like that, to really encourage people to post a review, because it might get featured on the Facebook page, or they might really realize that the agent cares about their feedback. So these are some examples of how that could look set to the background of the agency itself. These were some fun reviews that were extremely positive, and it could be something fun to share. It could also get that consumer to share the review that they already posted, so that their friends can see that, hey, I'm featured on the State Farm page. It's just a fun way to boost those. Any negative reviews that come as a result of seeking reviews at the end of a meeting, or giving a quote, or things like that, should be addressed with solution-based comments, things that address the problem and try to fix it, just so that people that are reading that, if they come across a negative review, God forbid, that they see that the agent's aware and that they're taking care of it at an agency level. Medium-term recommendations include sponsoring charitable community events like contests, races, concerts featuring local artists, or some kind of family engagement activity. These are pretty popular among businesses and insurance agencies. Is sponsoring events, sponsoring things is a great way to get the brand out and to get some appreciation locally for putting something together. Races are fun. One of the most important, most effective methods of sponsoring an event or to get participation is to make it about charity, make it charitable. Some local nonprofits include Cathedral Home for Children, Laramie Safe Project, or My Front Door, things that encourage people to see that the brand really cares about Laramie and the nonprofit organizations that it supports. This could take some time and a lot of planning, but it could be a really effective way of getting that branded. The respect that the brand already has, just improving it. Another medium-term recommendation that comes a little bit from the survey results, we saw that only 3% of students, according to the survey, follow any kind of social media account linked to an insurance agency or an insurance provider. So I think that a fun way to increase that kind of participation is to host and promote and execute a College of Business State Farm social media marketing competition. There are hundreds of marketing students right now attending the University of Wyoming, and hosting a social media marketing competition among them is an exciting way of showing encouragement to marketing students and just boosting engagement. This idea includes students being invited to compete in an advertisement for State Farm or for the agency, 10 to 30-second ad on Facebook, and just making it a competition so that people are more involved. A cash prize at the end could be fun, incentive to produce some quality. But overall, this is a way of getting people talking about State Farm in the local level, people sharing the Facebook page, people sharing their results. It could be reached out to the community and that they're judging the results. And you could have a whole College of Business-based event where you present an award or a cash prize or lesser prizes to like merchandise or water bottles, things like that, to second and third runner-up people. This is a practice done by a lot of businesses nowadays. It's a great way to get some less than free marketing, but a lot of brain power into one message. Some long-term recommendations include merchandise giveaways at UW games. This can be an expensive marketing practice, so maybe it's done once a year or one particular game, like a homecoming game. Free stuff is great. People love it. They're excited about it, and it's a great way to show support to the Cowboy fans. Furthermore, a guest speaker role at the College of Business, I think, would be an excellent opportunity to talk about some of the more missed aspects of being a State Farm agent. Something that's really impressive about State Farm agents is the entrepreneurship involved. They're business owners. They've been through it all. They do marketing, they do sales, they do management. They do it all. Every course that's offered at the University of Wyoming, a State Farm agent probably knows a thing or two about them. So reaching out to professors and willing professors you can find in the consultancy report, and looking for a guest speaker role. This is a great way to promote the brand, promote some student engagement. Maybe if someone's looking for a new insurance guy, this is the way to go. I think this would be a great opportunity to sort of give back to the future of business in Laramie. Another recommendation is to host a seminar similar to kind of a guest speaker role, but more focused on local business here in Laramie. Free to attend to new business owners who are curious about liabilities and coverages and worker benefits, just things that a State Farm agent is knowledgeable about. And again, with that entrepreneurial experience, giving some advice as to how to manage a team, how to work with other community members, how to be successful. It could be a great way to get businesses to probably even swap over to State Farm so they see how impactful a relationship with an agent might be. And it's really a great a great way of promoting the agency's mission, which is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. And it's that mission that really drives this marketing, these marketing recommendations, as well as any hopefully future marketing that comes out of this agency. It's a wonderful mission, and I think that with all of these things put together, it could bring in some new business and further solidify this agency as a pillar in the Laramie, Wyoming community. I'm grateful for your time. I've been Parker Lauji from Innovate. Thank you.